Hey guys, Electric DJ 45 here. Today we got a new interesting video. Today I'm going to be talking about Black Ice skins and the Year 9 Bravo Pack pool, and what you should be trying to go for with your Bravo packs, and of course what you should spend your ticket on. Now, I will say this. I know this is kind of late into the season, so you probably have already spent your ticket, but don't you fret, because next season it'll be the same Bravo Pack pool, and you get to use your ticket again on an item that you missed out on this season. I've not spent my Bravo Pack ticket because I just cannot figure out what I want to get yet, but I'll tell you what my considerations are and why they might be good for the marketplace, because you want to get your Bravo Pack Black Ice skins and you want to sell them on the marketplace, and hopefully you pray that it is worth a lot. Now I'm basing a lot of this on the designer notes. They've released some graph points of some what is underpicked, what's overpicked, what's too weak, just to determine what's an operator who might get buffed, an operator who might get nerfed, and I'll also include that into what we're talking about today in terms of picking out a Black Ice weapon skin. But there is, I think, a lot to consider, and of course, this is my own opinion, so you don't have to listen to me. You might feel that I am wrong, and that's totally up to you. But again, this is just my opinion. This is just what I think, and I could be wrong and I could be right, and same with you. So let's get into the Bravo packs right now. Um, if you want to get a skin, you can get a skin, but I'm not interested in the skins that much. I leave that up to the Bravo packs themselves. But let's get into um, Black Ice. I will tell you, for starters, I'll tell you what probably might not sell that much. I mean, they'll sell and you'll get some R6 credits, like 120 to maybe 240, but you won't be making like at least 500 R6 credits off of these skins or these items. I'll start off with pistols. I mean, if you watch my content, you'll know that the pistols are pretty much on the bottom, except for like the Deagle, which is at like 1,000. I don't count weapons like the SMG-11 because that's an SMG and not a pistol, but it is a secondary. But like these pistols, I doubt that they'll be super high up on the marketplace. I mean, you'll probably make some R6 credits off of them, like 120, maybe 240, but nothing too crazy. And how I rank, going further, we're done with the pistol talk. I don't exactly have a ranking system of what item you should get. This is more kind of like a consideration, and I'll tell you at the end, like, what you should probably get, because I'm still on the fence on some of these weapons, and I'm not going to go in particular order. I'm just going to go towards what I see first, and what I see first is the AR33. Now, this weapon is used for both Thatcher and Flores, which, if some of you guys might know, or if you have played a lot of Rainbow Six Siege, you have probably seen a lot of Thatcher, because Thatcher is also pretty like essential to the team, in my opinion. I feel like if you have a hard breacher and they got Cade Claws, bandits, mutes, you need a Thatcher to disable all that utility so you can blow a hole in that wall and get through. So yeah, I definitely think Thatcher is a very popular player, or not player, but popular character. And I also think Flores is pretty good. I like playing as Flores. I think Flores is fun. I think he's not as popular as Thatcher, but I think they're both good operators. And I don't expect them to nerf or buff both characters. I expect these prices to be high because of how common people play those characters, And since this AR33 is a primary weapon for both characters, I expect a lot of people wanting to get their hands on their Black Ice for the AR33. So there's that. I also think that the Commando 552 Commando. I know a lot of people like to play IQ. I actually wait. Let me rephrase that. Recently, a lot of people like to play IQ. This gun is a good gun. I used it a couple times. It's pretty good. Um, yeah, I think honestly, I think this is pretty low on my expectations of how high it'll get. Like, I definitely think it'll hit like 500. I could be very wrong on that, but I just don't see a lot of people playing as IQ or Grim. But I definitely think that this is a good possibility. So I definitely think you should hang on to this weapon and see how high this weapon will get in terms of prices for R6 credits on the marketplace. All right, moving on. The FMG9. I really like this gun. I'm familiar with this gun through playing as Nook, and I think Nook's a pretty good operator. And let's look at the stats. So Nook is in the overpick too strong, but and of course the underpick for console, overpicked for PC. Thing about Nook is that Nook keeps getting like these mini nerfs, which is very disappointing because I don't know. I don't think Nook really needs any of those nerfs. But I doubt that they'll give Nook a buff anytime soon. But I will say that the second operator who uses this weapon is Smoke. And Smoke for console is pretty low to weak. Like almost weak, almost like underpicked with Clash. And this is not saying that Smoke is not a good operator, he's or a bad operator. Like, Smoke is pretty good. Like, I like playing as Smoke, and I think Smoke's gadget is pretty good as well. But I definitely think that I might expect a buff from Smoke pretty soon. Like, nothing too huge, like not like a rework, but maybe like just a couple, like, maybe a Smoke charges do additional amount of damage, right? So on and so forth. But I know a lot of people like to play as Nook. A lot of people like to play as Smoke. There are also common operators that I see on the battlefield sometimes when I play. And, rightfully so. I mean, they're both good characters, and this is a really good gun to use. So I definitely expect the SMG 9 to be marked pretty high in the marketplace, but nothing too crazy unless like Smoke or Nook both get a buff. But in that case, if that were to happen, that would be this weapon would be, price wise, will be very high. It would be very valuable. But until then, this is just kind of like, if you get this weapon skin, it's not too bad. I definitely think you could make a lot of R6 credits off of it. And yeah, because again, two good operators. It's a really good gun. I don't see why it wouldn't sell too high. I think it will sell too high. Or not too high, but you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm selling this, but anyways, this is a good consideration. Two good operators, good gun. This would sell well. Moving on, finally, I had spent too much time on that. The MP5K for Womai and Mute. Womai and Mute are very popular. I don't know about very, but they are popular, common operators I see. I've been playing a lot of Mute lately, and I think Mute's great. And same with Womai. But this is kind of the same thing with like Thatcher and Flores. I don't expect a buff or a nerf. I just expect this weapon skin to be valued a lot more in the marketplace because of how popular those two operators are. And since this is a primary weapon, I would imagine that a lot of people are trying to get their hand or would try to get their hands on this Black Ice. So yeah, but moving on, I don't expect any of the LMGs or shotguns to be pretty high on the marketplace. Like I know like some shotguns are pretty low on the marketplace right now, and I don't expect that to. It's the same thing with pistols basically, like SMGs and LMGs. They're probably going to be like 120 to 240. You might get like the max you probably might get is like 400, but I could be wrong on that. And lastly, another consideration that you should probably consider is the AK-74M for both Deimos and Nomad. Now Deimos is brand new. He's a lot of fun. He's a fun operator to play as, but he is underpicked or even considered too weak. Not to the same level as Sens, but it's probably he's still pretty low. Now of course they're doing like a rework with Fenrir, and Fenrir came out like couple seasons ago, 2-3 seasons ago, and I definitely think that they will probably rework Deimos in the future, or maybe give them some buffs. That way, a lot of people will play them. But I also think that Nomad is also a pretty good operator. She's a lot of fun, but I definitely think I don't really see a lot of Nomad or Deimos players out there. Like I'll see a couple in some lobbies, but not as much as other operators. But I think this is a good consideration, but I wouldn't I don't know. I wouldn't put this at top. And lastly, the question is what is, I guess in terms of ranking this, it's definitely hard to say because I think honestly, the best ones would probably be the AR33, FMG9, and what I mean by best ones, I'm talking about best ones in terms of like spending your ticket on and selling that Black Ice skin in the marketplace. I think the best ones will be, or I guess the most profitable in the marketplace will probably be the AR33 or the FMG9. They're like tied at 1, honestly. MP5K is definitely a number 2. I say AK-74M is number 3, and Commando is number 4. Only because it's popular right now. I don't see a lot of IQ players in the field. Same with Grim. But yeah, I mean, AR33 and the FMG9, both good guns. They both have, just 4 great operators. So yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, I feel like my gut is telling me that I think the FMG9 would probably sell a lot more because I feel like a lot of people use it, and it's also like just a really good SMG. I love using it, but I'm also just such a big fan of the AR33 because I feel like, this is a big opinion. I could be very wrong, but I feel like Thatcher is a lot more popular than like Nook and Smoke. Like I feel like I see a lot more Thatcher players than I do both of these. Definitely Nook for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely think AR33 might be the best one to get. But let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm just kind of using data from Ubisoft just to determine, you know, what will get buffed, what will get nerfed, who's popular, who's not popular. Because Nook is kind of not really popular right here. But, you know, Thatcher is pretty popular. And Flores is kind of. And where's Smoke? Smoke's defense, right? Smoke's kind of popular. He's pretty popular. But, yeah, I don't know. So that's my opinion. That's probably what I'm gonna get in terms of ticket wise. Is probably the AR33. Probably just honestly, I'll probably just get it right now. There you go. Here, I made my decision because I can't. I'm too indecisive. I don't know if you guys know that, but you can probably tell by just the way I talk and explain things. um, you know, the ranking system definitely was just like, anyways, but yeah, I just couldn't make my decision on what was number one. Is it gonna be the AR33 or the FMG9? And I feel like it's gonna be the AR33 for me. Let me know your thoughts. And of course, if you've already spent your ticket this season, don't fret. This will all be back next season. Hopefully, it usually is, and you get to get another round of Bravo packs, and hopefully you get some of the items I've listed in terms of consideration. And if you get another ticket, you know, get one of the weapon skins I've, you know, told you to consider. AR33, 552 Commando, FMG9, MP5K, and the AK74M. Now, I do have to note this. Now, I should have probably made a disclaimer at the beginning of this video, but just to wrap things up, last year's Black Ice skins in the Bravo pack are not in the marketplace, which means that, you know, you probably won't see a lot of these Black Ice skins in the marketplace anytime soon. These are kind of like future investments, is what I would like to call it. And I don't know exactly when last year's Bravo pack Black Ice skins will enter the marketplace, and I don't know when this year's Black Ice skins and this Bravo pack will enter marketplace. So I call it just, I think of it as a future investment. And by the time both years Bravo pack Black Ice skins are in the marketplace will be open to everyone, and I think a lot of items will go up in value because of, you know, the fact that everyone has access to a marketplace and not just a limited number that it is right now. So hopefully that helps you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think, what you believe, what I missed, what I did not consider. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye, guys. Man, this was an 18-minute video. Jesus.